This is yoga for a head cold. I've got a head cold, and I just want to try to get rid of some of the congestion, try to relax before I have a little nap this afternoon. Also, this is good for relaxation. And at the end, I'm going to show you supported bridge pose. That's for Lori. I think Lori is in Italy. Her mom asked me to demonstrate this pose because I guess she's been talking to you about it. And it's really lovely. And yeah, so if you don't want to do anything else, just skip to the end, okay? Yeah, here we go. So we're going to start in maybe dolphin pose or down dog. So down dog is when you spread the fingers wide, draw the shoulders onto the back, lift the bum. But because I'm lazy today and I don't want to use too much strength, I'm going to come to the forearms, interlace the fingers. You can have palms down if you like, and I'm just going to press the hips back. Same thing, the shoulders are drawn on the back and my head's just going to relax. If you want, your knees can be bent here. And bring your awareness to your breath and also to the top of your head, maybe even between the eyebrows. Starting to let the energy just flow to your head. Trying to breathe in and out through your nose if you can. It can be kind of challenging if you have a head cold, so please breathe through your mouth at least if you can't breathe through your nose. And you might hold that for, I don't know, maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, just keeping your breath flowing, however long you comfortably can. And then just come to your knees and make your way to child's pose. Really comfortable, like bring your hands alongside your shins if that feels nice. Starting to rock back and forth. And then maybe just settle. And then interlace your hands behind your back and take a nice stretch through the shoulders. And then tuck your chin. As you tuck your chin, you'll rest not just the forehead, but sort of like the hairline on the floor. And you'll pull your arms away and then gently lift your hips. So you'll kind of like rock on and off of these marma points, these lovely little points on your head that kind of bring energy flow and just help you with some of the congestion. It can feel really nice. Try not to put too much pressure on your head so that your neck suffers though. And then again, just rest in child's pose for a moment. If you prefer, you can bring the knees wide and then take your hands between the knees, resting them on the feet, and I love this one. Sometimes this is how I go to sleep. So I'm a bit weird. But you'll just kind of turn your head to one side and take a few breaths, and then maybe turn your head to the other side. After you've done that for a lot of breaths, really coming into relaxation, you might want to come into a reclined pose where you're elevating through the heart. So you can use a bunch of cushions. I've also got a yoga block, so that can be helpful, or a bolster, one of those yoga weird, like tubular bolsters. And then just laying on your pillow or your cushions, you can open through the heart, through the throat, and still have sort of a sensation of drainage in the nose. And then even if it's too much, just bring another pillow there. Soles of the feet might want to come together, knees wide if that feels nice, opening up the inner nadis, the inner meridians of the legs. And I would hold there for quite a few breaths. And then coming to the pose that I wanted to show Lori, supported bridge pose. Having cushions or your yoga block nearby, bring your feet close to your bum. And then lifting the hips, you'll bring your hips, starting with the lowest setting on your yoga block or a low cushion, and decide if that's nice, just right there, or if you want to take it a little higher, or even taking it a little bit higher than that. I don't particularly care for it this high because I feel like it brings too much tension to my body. But the medium setting is just perfect for me. But if low is your setting or high is your setting, then just use that. And we drain the legs, all the fluid, the lymphatic system is drained, and the organs kind of flip upside down, and they get a little bit of a ride, a little bit of a massage, and everything starts, the blood from the lower limbs starts to, you know, like all that stale stuff at the base of the legs starts to get recirculated to the heart. So it's kind of nice for your immune system, and it's just relaxing. And then from here, I might test the waters of my back and go for a stretch through the front of the body by reaching one leg at a time forward. If my back says that that's okay, you can do that, then I would try reaching the other leg as well. If my back starts screaming at me, I wouldn't do that. I would just bring my feet back on the floor and just hang out where we were in supported bridge. And so the block is not in my low back. My pelvis is on the block. And I get this beautiful opening around the second chakra and through the pelvis, and also through the hip flexors. If you sit in a desk a lot, this can be lovely for you. And I would breathe here quite a bit. And then I would, if you want, you can hug your right knee in. And lift your left foot off of the floor and reach through the ball of your left foot, and then lower that left leg. Just feel the stretch there. Taking a couple of breaths. And then carefully switching sides. Reaching through the ball of the right foot as you pull the left knee in, lowering that leg, and just relaxing there for a few breaths. And then drawing both your knees in, holding onto the block, I feel helps a little bit, so because sometimes it wants to collapse flat on you. Reaching your feet, draining through the toes and the ankles, maybe circle your ankles around a little bit. And sometimes I want to stay right here, and then other times my legs are like, no, I want to bend. And so they bend, coming into this pose, which almost looks like kind of a cobbler pose, kind of like a dead bird pose. Feels good though. So wherever your legs may be straight, maybe bent, just take a few breaths there. Release any tension through the breath. So sometimes a sigh bubbles up and it feels so good to release it, or a yawn might happen. That feels really good too. And then after you've stayed there for a while, just lift the hips, pull the block out from underneath you, set it aside, and reconnect with solid ground. Maybe hug the knees into the chest, rocking a bit from side to side. Maybe even
drawing your chin in and you're bringing your knees and your nose together. And then slowly release down. And stretch out onto your bed. That's where I wish I was right now. Just relaxing, maybe in Shavasana for a few breaths. And that's it. Thanks for joining me. I hope this helps Lori, and I hope this helps anybody who's got a cold or just looking to relax a little. Okay? Bye. Thank you for coming. Good night.